Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Wooden Railway Adventures, Episode 105, Terence's Train. Special thanks to Milk Tanker Media for suggesting this episode's title. Oliver was shunting some coaches one day for Gordon's Express. He didn't like it at all. To make matters worse, he had to come by the shed. Gordon was waiting there. "Oh, hello, Oliver," he said. "Are you having fun shunting my express coaches? You know, it's the perfect job for a Great Western engine." Gordon started laughing. "What's so funny?" said Oliver. Nothing's funny when you have to shunt coaches." "He's right," said Douglas. "I had to shunt coaches for many years. It's a lot worse," he said. "Ugh, but I'm glad I get to pull them now." Still, Oliver was cross. "Gordon, stop with your jokes. I have an important job to do." "Yes, you do. You have a very great job." Gordon started laughing again. "Get it? You're a Great Western engine, and I use great in one of my sentences. Hee hee hee." Duck nor Oliver found this amusing. "We're Great Western engines, and we take great pride in it," said Duck. "Oliver, you must be off now, I suppose." "Yes, I do," said Oliver crossly. "Goodbye." And with that, Oliver was away. Oliver didn't like shunting the coaches at all. "Ugh," he said, "this is so annoying." Oliver backed up and he bumped the coaches hard. The coaches rounded the bend. "Oh well," said Oliver, "they'll end up at the quarry. Somebody will know what to do," and Oliver was off. Unfortunately, however, the coaches didn't make it around the bend. When they came to it, they went right off the track. And they strayed into a field. Nobody noticed it until a long time. Meanwhile, at the Soda Airfield, Tiger Moth was flying around. He soon saw them. "Oh dear," he said, "we must do something about that." He landed beside them. Just then, Terence came up. He was plowing a field. "Tiger Moth," he said, "what are you doing, along with these coaches? Did you bring them here?" "Of course not," said Tiger Moth. "I found them here." "Really?" said Terence. "That's quite unusual. Coaches aren't meant to be in a field. They're supposed to be on the tracks." "I know," said Tiger Moth. "We must do something about it immediately." He said. "Well, the first thing we need to do is get them near the tracks." "You're right," said Tiger Moth. "Good thinking, Terence. Now, how are we going to do that?" Said Terence. "I'm not sure. Hey! Does your driver have a coil of rope?" "I think so," said Tiger Moth. "Let me check." "Excuse me, driver. Do you have a piece of rope we can use?" "Of course," said his driver. "I always have one extra in case we need to rescue somebody, but I think we can use this as well." "Good," said Terence. "Now tie it around the coupling for the coach." He did so. "Now tie it to me." "Great idea," they said. "Great idea," said the driver. Terence was soon coupled. "Oh, goody," he said. "Now I can just bring it to the tracks." "Good idea," said Tiger Moth. "Off you go now." Slowly but surely, Terence brought the coaches to the tracks. "Glad that's over with," said Tiger Moth. "But now what do we do?" "We should probably put them on the tracks," said Terence. "That would be the most logical thing to do." "Right, but how are we going to do that?" Terence soon had an idea. "Watch this," he said. This is the reason we tractors have caterpillars." Terence climbed onto the tracks. Since he was connected to the coaches followed him. Soon the coaches began coming onto the track. "Brilliant idea, Terence," said Tiger Moth. "That is splendid, very splendid indeed." "Thank you," said Terence. Tiger Moth's driver went around making sure all the wheels had gotten on properly. Then there was another problem. What are we going to do now?" asked Tiger Moth. "We're sitting on the main line. We can't just leave them here." "You're right," said Terence. "These are probably going to Knapford Station for Gordon's Express. Maybe we could put them there." "You're right," said Tiger Moth. That would be the most useful idea." "How are we going to do that?" "I could pull it," said Terence. "Oh, really?" said Tiger Moth. "You have to be kidding me." "No, I'm not. Isn't it a good idea? When Thomas got stuck in a snowdrift once, I pulled Annie and Clarabelle. It's not that hard, really." Said Tiger Moth. "Well, if you insist, then off you go." "All right," said Terence. "Here we go." Terence began going down the line. "Wow," said Tiger Moth. "It really works. It really works." Soon, Terence arrived at the quarry. Tiger Moth was there as well. "Well," he said, "Terence, are you getting tired? I hate to say this, but yes, I am. We tractors aren't meant for pulling express coaches. I wonder if there's an engine that could take over. But nobody's on the track at this time of hour. You must pull it to Knapford Station." "No, you won't," said Stepney. He was coming around with a train. "Stepney," said Terence, "what are you doing here?" "Oh, just taking the soda cookie factory cargo cars to Farmer McColl's." What are you guys doing? And Terence, why are you pulling a train? Oh, I'm not. You'll see. And Terence explained the situation. I see, said Stepney. You probably need an engine to pull it the rest of the way. Yes, said Terence. Look. I can't fit through there. I'm already wide for the tracks. Do you mind if I finish it? Not at all, said Terence. He gladly stepped aside. What about your train, said Terence. Oh, don't worry. I'll have another engine come pick it up. Goodbye, and Stepney rushed away. Well, at least it'll get there faster, said Terence. Yes, said Tiger Moth. Well, I must be off. Sir Topham Hatt is thinking of a business that where passengers can take rides on me. He'll charge a fee and everything. Ooh, it'll be like my own little business. Good luck, said Terence. Thank you, said Tiger Moth. And Tiger Moth zoomed away. Meanwhile, Terence went back to his field and began plowing again. Soon, Oliver came up. Excuse me, Terence, said Oliver. Have you seen where my express coaches have gone? Oh, said Terence, you mean the ones in the field? No, the ones at the quarry, he said. No, there were some in the field here, but I didn't see any at the quarry. Oh, bother, said Oliver. They must have come off the track. Where have they gone? Terence explained what he had done. Oh, thank you, Terence, said Oliver. You saved my life. Sir Topham Hatt would get in a fit if he knew about this. Well, thank you very much, Terence. You're welcome, said Terence. Goodbye. And Oliver was off. Soon, however, Sir Topham Hatt arrived with a strangely familiar man. Hello, sir, said Terence. What are you doing here? Well, said Sir Topham Hatt, I happened to be on the express coaches this morning. You were? Asked Terence. Yes, said the man, and I am the railway inspector. The railway inspector, said Terence. What are you doing here? Well, he was coming to take a tour of the island, and he wanted to see how well Goring could pull the express. Unfortunately, Oliver seemed to have bumped us a little too hard, and we came off the tracks. However, he is very impressed. Yes, I am, said the railway inspector. You did a fantastic job of pulling the train, even though you are a tractor. Thank you, said Terence. That does mean a lot to me. Well, I'm glad to say that I can give this railway a truly honest review. Good job, said Topham Hatt. Well, please don't thank me, said Sir Topham Hatt. Thank the tractor who is behind it all.